Well, this time we've got another artist, Tom Walker, who's unveiling his rather interesting and unusual collection of snooker paintings for us.
I have for years enjoyed watching snooker on the television. It seems to me increasingly it's all about touch, about the amount of pressure and spin you impart to the ball in order to get the white to behave the way you want it. And that's similar in some ways to the creative process, or to the process I've used in making these images, because it's all about touch with pastel. They're all done in soft pastel. So I started off, it was a couple of years ago now, exploring just the idea of representing snooker balls on the table, which is quite tricky because they're this high reflective surface, and the shadow play on the green baize is a very fascinating sort of set of visual problems to solve. The BBC, having me at York, did generate a lot of interest in my work. So here I am at Sheffield, and I'm showing you some more of what I've been doing in the meantime. And I've been quite busy. Some of the images are more complex than others. The palette is one I'd had in mind for a while. The arrangement of the colours, matching the snooker colours, and instead of paintbrushes, there are little cues. The one with the TARDIS in it started out with me thinking along the lines of the reds becoming a stack of decommissioned red telephone boxes. I did some research, I looked around the world for different colours, but the one I homed in on first was the blue, and it had to be the TARDIS. The TARDIS, of course, gave lots of opportunities for the Time Lords to come and play their championship within it, so that's what they're doing. Now I see snooker everywhere, and I would challenge anybody who could give me a subject, any subject, and I'd find something to do with snooker in it. It's not difficult for me now, I'm just in that zone. It's a sphere containing the 36 balls that make up a 147, and it's arranged in a sphere. And I called it Atom Sphere because it's like an atom. It's also a Tom sphere by me, and it's a sphere, and I hope it's got some atmosphere. I think it's important to be obsessed if you're going to get anywhere, like with great snooker players, you know, you've got to be obsessed with it to get to that standard. Edward Hopper's a hero of mine, and Hopper's wonderful painting the Nighthawks of the people in the diner at night. I thought, well, the three people sitting at the bar with the man in white behind the bar, they've got to be the ball colours. And so it's just a question of putting in the other colours that were missing in Hopper's painting. There's 47 to date, and 47 seems significant to go for another 100, so I'm trying for the maximum now. Who knows what will emerge in the next century?
Lovely work. Touch of Edward Hopper and Salvador Dali in there. Pretty surreal, some of them too.